that? What does it receive to be mentioned with those other guys and receive that honor?
I mean, it's kind of just a blessing, it's a testament to God, and we just staying with them, listening to them. Me and my family, we're big on our faith. I've been doubling down on my faith this past year, especially since I've got to college. Just going through a lot of adversity and being on my own really for the first time as a young adult. So, I mean, just always leaning on God and just always knowing that He's blessing me as long as I keep my faith in Him.
What's the most adversity you feel you've been through this year?
Definitely the losing. I mean, nobody likes to lose. I've been a part of programs in the past where we won state championships, we won a lot of games. So, I mean, just losing, trying to figure out ways to complement not losing, trying to win games, trying to figure out what I can do better, where I can help my teammates do better, how I can ask the coaches, like, what ways can I be better, just always trying to figure out how we can get to that next win.
Have you found some answers toward that as far as, if so kind of what have those answers been?
Definitely. I mean, some of those answers has just been like, you just got to stay consistent, got to live in the moment. Even in some losses we've had, I feel like we've had some good wins because it's been times like teams will play us a certain way and we might not know what to do, but later down the road, like against Auburn, I feel like even though we lost, we played better than we did the first time. I mean, we had a few mistakes, but we did better than we did the first time. So I mean, just learning after game after game. So
can you talk about the growth of the culture here? I know Georgia's been trying to build itself back into a competitive program. You guys have a chance at the SEC tournament to make a statement. What about the future here and the role you can play?
Definitely. I mean, the growth of this program has been different from last year to this year. I feel like we have more guys trying to buy into winning. I've been on the coaches about more so saying like, let's not try to win, let's win. Like, we got to be better on that. Like, it's just little things like that. Like, we want to go into every game knowing that we can win, not that we might be able to win. We want to have that confidence. We want to instill it in everybody. So I mean, the growth of this program is just growing day in and day out, and we just got to continue to get better.
Georgia has a pretty strong history in the SEC tournament. Have you looked into that history any at all? And can you talk about just it's a new season, and so really all possibilities are in play when you get into a tournament atmosphere?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously they've done well in the past. I mean, last year they didn't do so well, lost in the first round, but we obviously want to change that this year. But honestly, like coaching them been preaching, it's a new season, clean slate. Everybody is 0-0 at this point, so we can make a run in the tournament. That might give us a chance for NIT, and even if we get the chance, like we want to win it all, so we try to get a tournament bid. So we just want to go in there, new faces, clean slate, everything, and everybody just be confident. Because I mean, I feel like when we're a confident team, we're a team to be reckoned with.
Silas, what do you remember about that Missouri game to start SEC play, your first SEC game? Just what comes to mind playing them in that game?
First SEC game, I mean, I feel like everybody was hyped. It was a game like Missouri plays hard, kind of play a little all over the place. No discredit to them. That's just how they play. They get up and down. They speed the game up. I mean, honestly, I just remember it was a slugfest. It was back and forth. I think they went up late in the second half. We came back and made a push. I think I hit a big three late to close out the game. I mean, I feel like we just made a lot of winning plays down that stretch, and I feel like we can contain one of the big guys because he got, I think, number 23. He got a lot of putbacks. He was heavy on the offensive board. If we can contain them in transition and kind of tone down their second chance points, I feel like we have a great chance of winning the game.
How much have you grown? I mean, a lot of these teams, they kind of get a scouting report. They know your game a little better. How have you had to evolve as teams have scouted you more and realized you're a guy they got to shut down to beat Georgia?
I just feel like the way I've grown is, I know in non-conference it was kind of up and down. Conference play went up. I mean, I feel like a lot of teams are starting to put two, when I come off ball screens, a lot of them putting two on the ball to get a ball in my hand. So I'm just trying to figure out different ways I can impact the game. It might not be scoring. It might be setting the screen for my teammate or setting my teammate up or really just being in the gap helping my team on defense. I'm just trying to find different type of ways to impact the game.
Big picture, how important is it to have momentum in this tournament? I know you want to extend this season, but when you talk about the culture and what's being built here, a lot of people kind of point to you as the face of the future of the program. How important is it to finish strong?
It's definitely important because, you always want to put your best foot forward. I feel like I'm an everyday guy, so I feel like I want to come in with the best attitude, the best everything. I want to be the best in everything, so I just want to lead as much as I can and, show people why they want to come here.
Have you had conversations with Dylan and Blue about kind of what you guys could build together here, or is it just more about next game and focus on that?
I mean, it's been mentioned. We try not to talk about it as much because we're trying to still stay within this season. We want to stay in because, I mean, obviously we have a chance to like SEC tournament could shock a lot of people, go to NIT. So we kind of just staying in the moment, like Coach was saying. We don't want to look towards next year, just staying in the current moment.
When y'all do talk about it, just what do y'all talk about?
We just talk about, like, man, what it could be. Like, obviously us three, we're all starting together now. We all feel like we've earned it, and I mean, nobody believes we should be here, but the three of us and all the guys in the locker room and the coaches. So I mean, we just kind of just put that towards our work. I mean, the coaches believe in us, and we kind of just really just live in the moment.
How curious are you going to be to see, like, I know you're focused on this week and getting to more postseason, but what kind of moves they can make to upgrade the roster to have more guys around you guys?
It definitely would be nice. I mean, honestly, we had a good year. We had a lot of talent this year, but looking at next year, I mean, we can bring even more talent and be even more better. So.
Any other question for Silas?